It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of meat in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
Eye patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right. We're back. We're live. Surprising as it may seem. Obviously, for those that were around Wednesday, then you know I was not. Chuck had called me earlier in the day, and I told him, I said, don't expect a message from me tonight for the show. Matter of fact, the way I feel, I don't even think I'm going to be able to make a post that we're not doing a show. And yeah, I was right, because come about time for the show, I was thinking, I need to be getting a post made. And next thing I know, I wake up again and it's like 9:30 at night. So, yeah, no post was made, but I'm back here tonight at least, and hopefully hanging in there, so we'll see what happens. Let's get the doors open and let Chuck through.
Hey, everybody.
There he is.
I'm just talking with Swansea here. He said he's got a foot of snow, and I said, well, we're just cold here. He can keep that.
Yes. Well, I understand that he's got more coming.
Yeah, the East Coast is getting hit by a bomb cyclone. What the hell that is in the winter, I don't know. In other words,
they're getting hit by a lot. Apparently, when the groundhog said 6 more weeks of winter, he meant for the Northeast.
Groundhog stew.
If they can find it.
We got Mike in, Swansea, Barb, Janet, Dennis is in there.
Jason,
Mario
Frankie,
on board. Frankie Juarez is in the house.
Barks.
Yeah, Barks a lot's there. Dennis,
Think his
Jason.
race-
Yeah, we got quite the house going. We're going to be talking a little bit about gold recovery and a surprise
Imagine that.
that's coming, and then be talking about. I don't know how many of you got up early this morning, but Team USA. The boys pulled one out, although Canada outplayed them every minute, it seemed like, but they still pulled her out of the fire. And both the women and the men, congrats to our country, congrats to our teams, man. That was quite the game this morning. It had me
Well, I
sitting.
guess it doesn't matter how tight it was, just whether, who won. And,
On
we won.
the American side, they were hanging in there, but their goalie stood on his head. He did one heck of a job, man. He was on.
Well, it sounded like he had to be.
Well, the Canadians more than shot twice the number of shots on goal than we did. They were camping our end, and there were some scrums and a couple. There was a 4-minute penalty, and there was 5-on-3 once, and it's like how they pulled that out. It was all that goalie.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I guess we've got in the wings here. We've got gold at 5,174.50. We've got silver at 87.45, platinum at 22.08.20, palladium at 17.93.30. And if I can get back to my other screen, we've also got Allen.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes, that
how's
was
it
a heck
going?
of a hockey game.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Yes, loved it.
And that one little gal, Lou's her last name for the ice skating, nailed it. And a lot of other things. We got more medals in this Winter Olympic than we set a record than any other one. So they were
Yes, they
really
did.
working at it. That was cool. That was very cool. Kudos to them. And and for the most part in the winter games, there was nobody taking a knee, no problems like that. There was a couple comments made, but it wasn't bad. And a good group. They did well. So, but anyway, we got talking ahead of the show about looking for gold and places you wouldn't think to look. We're going to talk about that and how they're set up. And Marks, I'll see you next Saturday. So hopefully the weather is decent and we get Dominic set up there. I think it's
there you go.
the weather outlook is in the 50s. So next weekend.
Is it supposed to warm up next weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yes.
I tried to get out today. We lasted about 10 to 15 minutes, and that's it.
Well, according to starting Tuesday, 45, Wednesday, 35, 38, 56 on Friday, 46 Saturday. Then another drop into the high 20s, 30s, 40s. We're on the end of February, early March roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Anyway, that's
And some of them are getting out already for the season, but they're not getting deep.
no.
Of course, you don't have to necessarily to find silver.
Oh, the ground here is totally thawed right now.
Oh, we got Shelly in the house. Hello, Shelly.
Yeah, I see that. Welcome aboard, Shelley.
Yeah, that sounds good. So, the East Coasters out there, Shelly, are you getting snow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody in the Northeast is getting snow.
She
And
says
if they're not, wait for it.
2 feet of it.
2 feet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I said, it's a lot.
I talked to Ronnie today, Shelly, and yesterday. They're all hunkered down, waiting it out.
You know what? I'll take this cold. You can have the snow.
Yeah. With you there.
Yeah, I'll deal with the cold.
We've gotten some snow today. It was just enough basically to cover the grass.
Well, I was out digging today where you're saying it could be frozen. It was still totally thawed here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Totally thawed.
Jay Morris says he got out today for coffee. So, no, it's winter.
You said you talked to Ronnie. How's he been? I haven't talked to him in a long time.
He had a little. Well, last week he had to go in. Went to see the doctor, and all they could tell him, they ran tests for everything, is you got a bug. And I won't quite repeat it the way Ronnie asked. What do you mean by a blankety blank bug? Well, you got a bug. Whatever that meant. So, anyway.
Yeah, it's been a while since I talked to him.
That stuff is going around.
How about that? So, we got everybody in there, but we were talking ahead of the show, Alan and I, we drug Alan on board. Alan's getting set up to do some stuff next summer that you really don't think about in the Midwest too much, other than maybe in Indiana, Ohio, northwest corner or northeast corner of Iowa has some, and that's glacial gold that was dropped, and it still can be found. And he's going to do some of that this summer.
Well, I will show you.
Surprising place.
If I can get the picture up here. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Can we see that on the screen?
A little bit if you hold her. There you go. We can see it now.
It's a 6-inch wide mini high banker. It's like 3.5 feet long, and it's probably 30 inches high. So it's a small high banker, and we're going to be going out to Lake Michigan, hitting the black sands.
Yeah, see, now that's kind of thinking a little outside of the box.
At over $5,000 an ounce, I want whatever I can get.
There you go.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't matter if it's fine, big, take it all.
Yeah.
And with this one, I mean, I have a cleanup sluice also, but this with the black sand,
one of our listeners,
I won't even need the cleanup sluice.
One of our listeners says Northwest Indiana is off limits.
Yeah, don't count on that, Randy.
No, that's Kevin. Kevin.
Oh, okay. I thought it would be Randy.
Nope. I've looked. I've found gold in Indiana. It's fine, but it's there. And you know, almost every sand plant in Indiana Takes that
Well,
sand and washes it, runs it through.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
well, there's gold in every state, and it's just limited to
They
how
get
much
gold.
you're going to find in every state. But it is everywhere. That's from the Ice Age. Just like all the snow out west in the mountains, you've got coming all over again out there too.
So, now on most of the beach boxes I've ever used, they're the gnome style where they're 36 inches wide. They got a 36-inch with 1-inch drop. You drop them 1 inch and 36, and they run a long spray bar, and they don't run a heavy wash on it. They just slowly feed it because of the garnet sand and that, and let that roll down slowly. And that gold is fine. I mean, that stuff, if you get it out, you wash it out, pan it out, you get it in a bottle, get it dry, don't sneeze on it because it'll be gone.
Well, some of the beaches we're going to be going to, it's you've got some high cliffs, not cliffs, but high hills that you got to carry this stuff down. And you got to carry a battery for your pump to get it down to the water. So we'll be panning first to make sure there is some color in it.
Yep. And if you guys need any pans and that kind of equipment, give me a holler. I can ship it out of California or closer. We have links to that. But they also make a new matting, and it seems to be the rage. It's called Dream Mat. Look that up. Take a look at that, Alan.
You know what? I've also seen people going to Menards. Some of the outdoor mats are the exact same mats as what they use in some of the sluices. They're about this thick.
Yep.
And all they do in creeks is set that down with rocks holding the corners and just shovel the dirt onto it and make it where the water's running, and then wash that in a tub, and it's catching all the gold. And that's without even buying a sluice.
If you look it up, it's called miner's moss.
Yes, that's exactly what these mats are.
And I've used a lot of miner's moss, which back in the 90s, up into the 2000s early, it was all made by 3M, called Nomad Carpeting.
Yes. And it's the exact same thing they use in the sluices.
Yep.
And if you're in a creek where you have gold, you could do that. You don't even need a sluice. You just catch it and build it with rocks up a little bit so the water will run faster, and just shovel right onto the mat.
Yep.
I have a big black pan to set it in to wash it out.
I've got an Angus McCurk high banker dredge, and it's a 3-inch dredge, or you can set it up to high bank, and it's all lined with riffle and miner's moss. And I've used it up in Iowa. I've used it in Indiana and tried a couple streams locally. Nothing here locally.
Well, that's why I bought this one, because it has the plastic ripples at the top.
Aha.
And then it's got the grass going down, and then another type at the bottom.
Yep.
So it's going to catch anything big that's in there, if there is, and it's going to catch the small.
Yep. And Kevin Barkley,
Good way to do it,
states he's got some creeks that are almost down to bedrock in spots. Over in your area, you got your glacial stoppage point just to the north of you, closer to Peoria and things like that. In that area, they find gold up in there on the streams. Find gold.
I always thought about that going in to buy, God, not just a little even further north than you, by Marseilles, because it's right there on the river. And I would think there's it's all rock bottom there too.
And you can look up and you can go on to the GS, Geological Survey site, and look up glacial moraines in Illinois. You can look it up in Iowa, Indiana. Where that glacier stopped, any stream cutting that pile that was dropped will have some glacial gold. You're just going to have to work to find where it's at.
Yeah. And they say there's gold in the Fox River. They say it's in the Chicago River.
I've heard that on the Chicago River.
And the Fox actually runs all the way down south too, or it runs into the Illinois-Michigan Canal.
And all you have to do if you're going there's a park over there near Peoria called something Moraine, and you can pan in it, and Iowa's good about let you pan and use sluices, but not many of them let you use a dredge.
Dennis says that he's on top of the moraine.
And then you go into Wisconsin, you get a lot more
gold.
That's
why you go to the GIS site and map that out, get the map and double check because it's jagged where it stops, and take a look and then go sample.
Yeah, I'm just saying when at over $5,000 an ounce, It's crazy not to get some.
What's going on?
Well, and with the prices that we're seeing, it does encourage the weekend prospector to get out, even if it's just for a little bit, no matter how much or little you find, because it all adds up, especially at $5,000 plus.
Yeah, and you're talking $150 a gram. You get a gram.
Yeah, it don't take much.
Hours, you're staying another 5-6 hours to get 2 grams. You got $300 a day.
Right.
Yeah, it don't take much.
Right.
I'll be right back.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Yep.
Gold teeth.
I saw that.
Now you're talking back to the 20s during the Al Capone years.
Right. Yeah. The loony years.
But I'm just saying at that kind of price, it's crazy not to grab some.
Oh yeah, I'd be out trying it too. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's just normally like right here where I am.
Oh yeah, it's out by you and all. All you got to do is find a creek that's rock bottoms, stone bottom, and I guarantee you under those stones you're going to have some.
Oh yeah,
so it's all pulled back from the glaciers from Tennessee, Kentucky, as the glaciers were pulling back.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's all over Ohio. More than here.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, and they're not finding just fine stuff.
And in Ohio, they were even pulling nuggets, small nuggets.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're not finding just fine stuff.
Right.
They're finding...
This is what we're talking for fines.
Yes. I could have gone and grabbed some too from downstairs.
There's about 7 grams there. Not much. 7 grams.
Yeah, 7 grams is $1,050.
But at $150 a gram.
But that's $1,050. You multiply it out. That little bit in that jar is $1,050.
Well, this is the second jar that's double that. It's it's 12 grams.
Okay. So there's going to be a little bit. That's a lot.
There's over 5K there.
Yep.
That's over an ounce.
Yes, it is.
So that's
that jar full is an ounce, isn't it?
What's that?
That jar is an ounce by itself when it's full.
Yeah, it's over full. It's a pack. and that's what they're doing out in Orville. They're hitting the streams with gold pans and gold monsters.
Sure.
Big time.
Yeah. Gold pans, gold monsters, high bankers, anything they can get a hold of.
Yeah. Well, at this kind of money, it's kind of
the
crazy not to.
equinoxes.
That's almost 10 grams.
That's nice.
That's $2,500. That kind of stuff is, people, California gold.
Now think about the one. Now that one. What's that weigh?
1.2 ounces. So that's the kind of stuff that you want.
That's $6,000.
So
easy, if not more.
Alan's going, I didn't know we were doing show and tell.
Don't go
I'll
out.
be right back.
Don't go out in Illinois and expect to find monsters. But I do know of a couple that were 7 to 10 grams that came up. But they're really worn smooth. They've been traveled. They've sat for a long time, and there's just not that many in Illinois to find. Indiana, you can find fine gold, and they find a lot of it. Actually, more than what you realize. And
now, what about the Mississippi? Have you ever heard of any in there?
Guys tell me they found gold, and there's black sand all along these banks.
I would think so.
But you got to put on magnifiers to see it.
And Dennis has got in the chat that the price per gram on gold is $165.98.
Okay, so it's even higher, went up even more.
The smaller of the three is California gold. The next one up is Wyoming gold. The full one's out of Alaska. They all carry a different price tag because they buy them differently at the site. The Nome gold runs from 88% to 90%. The California gold runs from 89 to 93%. And the finest gold there is that Wyoming gold. Standard out there is 94.5% pure.
Now, let's say you start doing it yourself and finding the gold. You can sell it to all the companies that are selling pay dirt online, and they will pay you as 24 karat gold, all you've got.
Yep.
They will buy everything you've got because they'll just mix it in with their dirt and their sand and all that.
I've got 2 goldsmiths in Quad Cities that have bought gold from me like that. They like that. We can take a small quantity, put it in the crucible, melt it right there, and then put it to work without having to do a whole ounce at a time.
And they will all buy that gold from you if you're finding it.
24 karat. So, there's ways to do it. I've held on to, I've sold some and held on to other, and at the time, I don't look back on it. I made money on it. So each time I've sold it.
Right.
Well,
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Like
You haven't been hurt
buying
yourself.
Buying silver, buying gold, and then they're feeling bad when it goes up more. Oh, I should have held on to it.
Nah.
Yeah, but you're making money when you're selling it.
That's right.
If you're going to look at it like that, though, with regret every time the price goes up, then you're not doing yourself any good at all.
That's what I'm getting at. You don't let it bother you, because if you're going to start sluicing or panning, you're going to get more.
Right,
It goes
exactly.
up, you're only going to make more.
Make
on it.
more.
That's all. So don't let it bother you.
So I've been fortunate. I found some nice nuggets. There's guys that go out. They don't care if they find a nugget. They're working. What pays the bills at any mining site is that fine gold I was showing you. That pays the bills. That makes some money. When you do get a nugget, that's
just a plus.
That's just bonus.
That's icing on the cake. That's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just a bonus.
That's like going up to Alaska with Chuck here. Can you get nuggets? Yes, you can.
Yes, you
Some
can.
people get big nuggets. Yes, they do, but not everybody.
Right.
Yeah, and you
But
can get the
everybody
fine
will
stuff
get gold.
too.
But
All
everybody
you got to do is go out with the attitude to work.
Yep.
It doesn't
Um,
jump in your pan.
But you definitely will get gold because you got high bakers, you got slick plates, and you work it, you will get gold, guaranteed.
Yep. I
And it's
never
very
came home without gold in my pocket. You don't see empty vials. You put it in there, you get a nugget or two. Or if you get lucky, you get one of the big ones. We had a couple found last year. 3 different people found 4 different found nice bigger nuggets on the 2 weeks. And some were, sit down and figure it out. One was 44 grams, one was 42 grams. That's over an ounce each.
Well, one person got 2 that were 2.5
That's right.
ounces. One person.
One person. So
And there's 2 smaller ones besides that.
Wasn't a bad trip for them.
And,
No.
and the 2 smaller ones he sold while he was up there for cash.
Yep.
Nice.
And I took 2 with me and sold mine for cash. And he paid a premium. That was at
Oh, yeah.
jewelry
The
store.
jeweler. Yeah.
You know, folks, it's a fun vacation. It's a workout. And it can be lucrative, but the experience is awesome.
But you could also
Right.
get very little, too.
That's
There's
right.
no guarantees.
You come home with some gold and an empty bottle of aspirin.
Yes. You will be working,
Actually, Motrin works the best.
Right?
but myself, I use Tylenol up there.
Yep. Yeah. And we got Illinois Digger in the house. He says he can't wait. He's been up there. He got a 1 ouncer.
Yeah, Tim doesn't do
How
too
you
bad
doing,
up there.
Tim?
Yep. All we got to do is hope that we can get in on some new pushes. And there'll be caramels. Well, we got, Frank's going. We got Dennis. We got Tim in the house. We got Alan, myself. I don't know who else might be listening in. That's part of the
Barks is going again, aren't they?
Parks and
yeah.
Parks is in the house. That's the part of the Intrepids. We go up there and we really tough it. I'll tell you what.
And now forget the gold. There's something more important. Dennis just posted there will be caramels up there.
Yes, I saw that.
Right. Yep.
So, I mean, forget the gold. The important stuff will be there.
Yep.
Well, you know, you got to prioritize.
Yes. And I
Ain't
will
nothing
tell
wrong
you
with
there's
that.
a local red-tailed fox up there.
Yeah.
And that's all I had with me, but I wasn't giving it to the fox. So I took a huge bite out of it and I gave the fox a little piece of it. And she stayed by us. This was at 12 o'clock at night. And she stayed by us for about 45 minutes before she left. And she was the friendliest thing. She wanted me to hand feed it to her. And I'm like, no,
No, don't need a little nip.
Not a good idea.
no. But she came within 3 inches of me. That's how close. We were
Well,
great
cleaning
for a
up on the
photo.
high bankers.
Yeah, they don't get bothered and they're pretty much interactive. I've
Yeah,
had
it
them
makes it great for a photo.
down at the Snowflake Claim, that old railroad bed. I like working the railroad bed for nuggets because they've fallen off while they were loading.
Yeah, but you got to take that ATV ride up to it.
Yeah, and they're working. And you get that feeling something's watching you, and she's sitting right 20 feet from me, got her paws together, watching me, going, "What are you doing?" I was digging holes. I'd found some gold. And I looked up, and it startled me. She was just stone silent. She kind of walked down past me, looked at me, and I was watching her. And she kind of hung out for a while, and then she went hunting. They're fun. It's
And
that
Chuck
big-
went back to hunting.
That's right. It's that damn big, the muskox and that kind of stuff. And they
We came face to face with quite a few muskox last summer.
are not. Some of them
Hang on
really
to Snowflake.
Yeah, they like that up there.
Yeah, they like that cold water to go swimming in.
Yeah, they're dropping those two.
Yeah. Refreshing.
And those things are pretty big when you're up close to them.
Yes, they're a lot bigger than we are.
Oh, yeah. A lot stronger, too.
That's right.
That's why I just stay out of the way.
So, but anyway, going back to looking for gold in the Midwest, it's there. You just got to sample and find a spot that may be to your advantage to work.
Yeah. You can't be afraid of hard work.
Well, I know exactly where I'm going the first time we get out with it.
There you go. What'd you get for a pump?
I'm sorry?
What kind of pump did you get?
It's
Honda?
no, it's not that big. It's hang on. Let me get back
It's
to it.
just basically a small DC pump.
Well, it pumps quite a bit though. Oh, it was right there. Give me a second and I'll tell you exactly what it is.
You don't find a lot of gravel on that shoreline, do you? Big rock?
You know what? It's not saying the size of the pump.
I don't think they do.
I don't either.
Oh, 800 gallons an hour.
Okay. That would be about the right.
They'll give you a good flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
So, but anyway.
I wonder how much runtime you'll be able to get off your battery.
Yeah. We're going to get some of the good batteries, though, the ones that'll last you about 7-8 hours. You'll probably get 2 of them.
Nice.
I don't know how long we'll be doing it because that's going to be a lot of work. You got to dig down in the sand to get it. But there are places, if you get it out of the water, you can go in and you like take a scoop if you're metal detecting and you bring your scoop up and all you're pulling up is black sand. There's quite a few places for that.
Nice.
There you go.
You'll find the black sand washing up on the beaches.
Yeah, those are already very promising.
Yes. Well, I guarantee it. Every time I go there, I keep meaning to bring a pan with just to pan some of that out, just to see if there's colors.
Just to see.
How many colors.
Right.
And I just haven't done it. But it will be this summer. There'll be a lot of it.
Gonna have to throw one in your vehicle. That way you remember it the next time.
Oh, yeah. I've got a couple sets of them, so yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Actually, I won one of the sets at, I think it was Detecting the Heartland, one of Chuck's sets on his raffles.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And that one's all still in the box, too. I've never touched it.
Was that the Mind Lab kit?
Yes.
Yep. They're a good
kit. A big hit.
Yep. Oh, so you still got to break that in.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have the other one that I had for years. That's all I did during COVID when they told you not to go out. I was panning for gold to learn how to do it before I went up to Alaska the first time and just to learn what I'm doing on it first, not to lose gold.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As we were speaking, silver, 87.51, but they're at 87.48 right now. Their high has been 84.75. So it's
I'm showing 88.21 on silver.
Yeah, it just fell back.
No.
Yeah.
Crikey.
I'm watching the live graph here.
Yeah, but the one he's looking, now it's 88.21 on mine. And gold's at 51.81.80.
Yep.
Yep. That's what I'm showing.
88.21. That's a big jump. So it's saying since this part 83 cents.
Now I've got an important question for you, Alan. What do you think? What do you think of the Bears leaving Chicago?
Okay. I'll give you my opinion on that. First of all, this is something no one is talking about if you listen to the sports stations.
All right.
But if you think for 1 minute the NFL is going to let the third major market lose their team, they will have another team in Chicago so fast, it's going to make your head spin. Whether it's going to be someone moving to Chicago, and if the Bears move to Indiana, I will become a fan of the new team in Chicago, guaranteed. Because if they're that short thinking not to realize that the fans are going to be very angry at them for doing that, they're going to lose so much revenue. The deal that Indiana's giving them, I think in the long term, they're going to be in trouble.
But did you know there was one other state in the running?
Yeah, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa made an offer on for the Bears.
Yes.
Don't know what it all entailed, but I thought, well, I can travel Des Moines a lot easier than I can Chicago.
Well, I got news for you. I'll be a fan of the new team they bring into Chicago.
There you go.
Even if they only go to northwestern Indiana. If they're that short-sighted to think that.
Not to push any buttons or anything, but I had to ask that.
That's fine. It would just bother me a lot.
Yep. There are people, they are really upset.
And their headquarters is about as far north as I am and just straight east by the lake.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I could get to their headquarters in probably 40 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe even less than that.
Well, anyway, I thought I'd throw that into the mix. We've talked some.
And no one is, and in all the sports talk, because that's what I do. I drive. I'm an outside sales rep. So all I do during the day is listening to the score.
Yeah.
And no one has ever brought that up, that the NFL definitely will bring a second team in. Look at New York, look at LA. They've always had two teams. Chicago, when the NFL started, had three teams. They had the Bears, the Cardinals, and then they had another team which didn't last as long, and then the Cardinals moved to St. Louis. But they had three teams in Chicago back in the 30s.
Well, I'm just asking. I thought I'd bring that up. Now we can go back looking for gold.
Okay, no more talk about the Bears because that bothers me.
I figured it would.
I think Chuck knew it would.
Well, ask Kevin what he thinks. He probably would love him to go to Iowa just to get him further away from him.
Yeah.
Where are you, Kevin? You still on there? Even though the Bears took out your team this year?
Yeah, he's hiding in there somewhere.
I don't know what he put on there. I'm trying to see the little emoji he put on there. Chicago who, Barb says. Phil disagrees with you. Prickster's taxes will keep teams out.
Oh, don't even get me started on our governor.
No,
well, there's an easy enough way to deal with him.
Don't even get me started with
just saying.
You want me to fill you with one that JB did?
No.
He banned 375 guns in the state of Illinois by name.
Yep.
Him and his cousin opened up a gun shop in Wisconsin on Interstate 94, about 6 miles north of the Illinois border, where they sell all the guns he banned in Illinois. He's selling them in the store in Wisconsin. That's how great our governor is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's all I can say about that. But anyway, on your endeavors, you're going to have to out there on the beaches.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be fun.
Have to get that Honda pump of mine going.
Hey, it could be worthwhile too.
It could be. I mean, okay, I'm getting reports from California They're doing 3 grams in a 4-hour afternoon out by the downtown river in Oroville, California.
Wow.
You sat and looked at you're getting $150 a gram. That's
Wow.
Right.
afternoon.
Well, Dennis, what did Dennis say? 165?
165, I think 165.86 or something like that.
And at 3 grams. Dang.
About $400.
Yeah, that's $495 in 4 hours.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
having
about
fun.
500.
For having fun.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, some of us have a different definition of fun, and some
True.
people may be going, I don't know how much fun that sounds, but hey, the money's fun.
Oh, no, it's fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I like
Doing the high bankers is a blast. Doing the slick plate is a gas. It
And
really
the
is.
thrill of discovery when you see the color.
You're right. You're right. Illinois digger, $100 an hour. You're right. If you've got a spot, you've done a little prospecting, you're getting some decent gold out of it. You work it a few days, let's say you get 20 grams. That's a couple grand in your pocket. And guess what?
That ain't a bad week.
They buy it by cash. If you don't go over a certain amount, I don't know what California does. If you don't go over a certain amount, they don't even register it. They just buy it.
Right? Yeah, just make sure that you're selling under that threshold.
Yeah.
Barb, to answer what you put, I had to take a bunch of mine and my sons and get them out of the state of Illinois because they said you could keep them, but you have to re-register them with the state of Illinois, with the state police. And then you can keep them. But the only time there's been that kind of registration in the world was 1937 in Germany. And everybody knows what happened in Germany in the late 30s.
Raided everybody, took them, and made them.
And those people, the 6 million that got killed, all were the first ones to turn in their guns. So, yeah, I understand it. Leaving them out. I've got a bunch sitting out of the state of Illinois right now.
Yep.
And if they ever come looking, I had a terrible boating accident in Lake Geneva. They're at the bottom of the lake.
If you can get them, good luck.
And then if it ever gets repealed, I'll miraculously find them.
Well, some of the other things going on with gold and silver, they're talking a lot about if you have over so many ounces, they can take it. I haven't seen that come up anywhere other than.
Who has that?
Nobody.
Oh, okay.
They're making play for this, saying that the government will come in and take our silver. They aren't going to take your silver. They'll buy it, but
Yeah, like I said, the buyback.
Buy for cash, sell for cash.
And
but I still say though, if they would do that,
yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't got anything.
That's the right attitude to have too.
They did go after gold. And
yeah, one time gold was illegal to own as a civilian.
Right. Yep.
In any amounts.
And the guy who did that was Tricky Dick Nixon. Tricky Dicky.
I thought it was long before that.
Nope. Not really. Nope. You could have a limited amount, and that was it.
Okay.
And then Nixon released all that. He took out silver out of the vaults that GSA had, sold hundreds of thousands of ounces of silver, and gold was released, but all of a sudden gold started disappearing.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Never would have guessed that.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim's got it right. You were allowed to own collectors' pieces and jewelry at that time.
Yeah, jewelry.
Yeah, I knew people, a lot of them that invested into diamonds, and they lost their butt on all that
Yep.
because they couldn't sell it once it was time to try and sell it.
Barb, where your guns are registered doesn't really mean a lot. You guys don't understand that, do you? Where it was registered doesn't mean a thing. It's where it's at now.
Right.
Right this minute. That's where that gun's at. They can see who bought it, where they bought it. We'll contact that seller and go back, and they actually start at, let's say, Smith & Wesson, and you've got a 629, and it originally came from Smith & Wesson to ABC gun dealer. You went in and bought that gun from ABC, and you took it home. But where it's at now means the most because they trace it to find out that gun's history. And that's how a trace works. Oh, Dennis got gold backs are up to 10-14 a piece, a buck.
Hey,
But
that's
is
not
that a
bad.
dollar? Is that a dollar gold back?
Yeah, that would be on a 1 gold back.
The on a one.
Okay.
Which I wonder if he hasn't already, he should be getting his any time now, I would think.
Well, you know those things they were selling at the Alaska Mint, those little bottles with the.
Yeah.
I've been making them, and we're using them for prizes.
Cool.
We bought 3-inch vials full of that gold,
That flake
and
gold.
we're putting them into the jars, and then putting them into water.
That'll make everybody
And
smile.
we're putting like 5 of the bottles into each jar. So there's a lot of gold in, a lot of that gold in there.
Tim's asking in the chat if anybody sees goldbacks in their local stores around them. He hasn't seen any around him.
I haven't seen anybody in the local stores. I do. You can go on the Goldback site. You can search stores in your area, and it'll tell you where I've got one in Clinton, Iowa, one in Bettendorf, very few around me. But the further west you start going or into some of the larger cities, they're taking it more and more. Oh, by the way, Texas just approved a bill here. You can look it up on my site. They are putting out their own gold and silver coins, but they will not be denominated. In other words, it won't say $5 on it. It won't say 10, 100, whatever. It'll be
It'll be valued on weight.
quarter, whatever, and they are going to mint their own coins. So keep an eye out for those.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
No, I've never seen them anywhere here but in the coin shows. And people are buying them up every time we're going. A lot of people are buying them.
Yep.
Goldbacks.
Yep. And
Dennis did confirm he did receive his.
there you go. Yep. And Mike, you can still buy more. It's going up all the time. I started when a $1 gold back was $3.80.
Wow.
I'd buy a little bit at a time all the way through here, and it's continually went up. It made that big spike and all that kind of stuff. And I have not tried to use any as currency anywhere. I'm going to try that sometime and see what people say. It's just like my son carrying $2 bills. He loves to throw them down because he says, you wouldn't believe how many people think they're counterfeit.
I'm not sure what he's talking about, Alan, but Dennis asks.
I know, I'm answering him right now.
Oh, okay. That is all gold leaf.
I said it out loud. I didn't know if he heard me. So I answered him in the chat.
Yeah, I just saw that.
But yeah, it's crazy what's going on with that. Even though I don't know, I just and if something goes on, with Iran that looks like it's getting closer and closer, I think you'll see the silver jump to $200 an ounce.
There's talking of that.
Yep.
There's talking of
Yeah.
that. And this thing
Yeah.
in Mexico's got them all fired up.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got a nice spike going on silver right now. So
I must be running behind then because I'm showing not a spike.
well, I'm up on a spike at 88. Something.
Yeah, I'm showing
Mine just dropped
87.74.
87.74.
Okay. It adjusted. It's at 87.76.
Okay, I got 87.74.
There you go. So
And it did drop a little. It was 88 something. Now
Yeah.
73.
gold.
87.73.
Gold's
Gold's at 51.7610.
Yep, it's bouncing.
Yep.
The only reason why I'm watching it so close is what's all going on between Iran, Mexico, all this kind of stuff. Mexico's they are shooting, and there are reports of American citizens in Mexico being shot at.
What part?
Mostly interior.
That's scary.
Put a
Concerning.
warning out to them and are saying shelter in place. In Mexico, shelter in place is like sometimes 2 inches thick. That's it.
Well, I will tell you the last few times we've been going, we've seen squads of military walking beaches quite often down there. And that was in Cancun.
Wow.
10 to 12 person squads with M16s.
I've seen Jeeps with M60s.
Machine
mounted.
gun on the back, yes.
You
I've
got
seen
it.
that too down there.
I've seen that down there. Don't try to take a picture of them. They don't like that. I tried.
No. Well, that's like the hotel that we go to most of the time. Their whole property is highly fenced in, like 12, 15-foot high fences with barbed wire at the top. And then every about 30 yards, they have towers with guys in them, multiple guys in there with M16s. And when you're driving up to the place, you can see them in the towers. So nobody's coming onto that property. That doesn't belong here.
Jay Morris reports Puerto Vallarta as shelter in place.
Yeah, that's definitely concerning.
That's a good
Wow.
point, Barb. See the USA, but you don't have to have a Chevrolet. She wants to see the U.S. She ain't leaving the country. So,
And that's Puerto Vallarta, huh?
Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. Wow, that's scary.
From what I saw, they had videos, this kind of stuff, couple fires, trucks, crashes, all kinds of stuff wherever they took this cartel guy out. But it was done by the Mexican government. But it put everything into a turmoil. Mexico.
Yeah, we were down in Mexico this past December.
Well, the way it sounds, you may want to think a little bit before you go again.
Yeah,
Maybe.
at least right now.
Right? Yeah, if it's anytime soon, you may want to think more than a little bit.
Right. So, well, anyway, Alan, you're going to have to keep us informed through the spring when you get out digging.
Oh yeah. As
See
soon
if-
as we get out there first, we'll be doing it. Well,
Yeah,
digging, I've been
I'm
out.
curious to see how
I've
this
been out
works
digging
out.
with the Legend too. And
Ah.
I told you if you need one, want to try one, I can bring mine out. I can swing out by you.
Okay.
The machine's impressive. It really is. If anybody's thinking about it, that Legend 2 is pretty good.
I've got the
Yeah,
Legend in hand. In fact, it's sitting about 10 feet from me. Put it together, charged it up, was going through setting some things up. Actually, Quarter Hoarder has a good little tutorial on.
Yeah.
He did on the first one as well.
Yes, he's got a good tutorial. If you're interested, we got the Legend 2s in stock. And but here I thought maybe it'd get here in time to hit the ground while it was still soft. That wasn't going to be.
May have to hold off a minute on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
I like the headphones. They're very comfortable. They're a very nice headphone.
Yes, I agree.
I will give note to that. They do make some nice headphones.
But it is a little. I mean, I printed out the book on it,
The manual.
but it really did not cover how to sync those headphones
No,
anywhere that I saw.
I got the manual. You got to go to page 31. I had to look for a long time.
Yes,
Pairing instructions.
yes,
Basically, it's just turn it on, get it blinking, and it searches for the Bluetooth. And it took a little bit, but now it pairs immediately as soon as you turn it on.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that page because I was
The
looking.
first 2 times I used it, I was using them without the headphones because I couldn't figure out where to pair it. And it got done today.
Right. Tim's headed to dig stock in a week.
Ah, nice.
Nice. Have fun. Do well.
Yeah, I think he'll have a good time there.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of things going on at Dig Stock, from what I've heard.
I see Tricklers saying no booklet with detector. Yeah, they're doing that a lot with things right now.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is printing them anymore.
Yeah, I know. We moved appliances
Yeah.
Friday. We brought a new stove into the house, and it is just absolutely asinine. You pay over $2,000 for a stove, and you've got to download a manual for it.
Yep. Or look it up online. Go to their website and look online. But with the NACA Legend 2, you get a book.
Yeah, well.
Yes, but I printed the 44-page catalog too.
Yeah.
The nice thing, though, is that when
yes,
you
I
get
did
these
print it.
detectors or whatever that you have to download a manual
Yes, Dennis.
for, if you prefer a paper copy, there's plenty of printing services around that you're only going to pay like 10 cents a page or something.
Something. Yeah, you can run it off on the computer. I agree with that. Saves a little money. Keeps it from going up higher because
I agree with you, Ohio. Dennis, yes, we are going to the Show Me Hunt. We're doing the Team ID Me Hunt there.
Ooh, nice.
And at Detecting the Heartland also.
Yeah, that's he's bribing his grandkids.
I like that. Yes.
Turkey. There you go. I like that. Oh, good job there, RH. Yeah, they'll graduate from a meal to money. Yes, they will.
Well, they know how to do it.
Yeah, and it was like 44 pages to print it.
Wow. So
I don't have
Right.
the patience to sit on the computer to read it.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like I said, there's printing services that you can get them printed for cents a page,
And
10
with
cents a
that
page
machine,
or
you'll be
whatever.
able to update it yourself.
Right.
All you have to do, they're going to be coming out with, they have an app out right now for the Legend 2. There isn't anything on it at this point, but once it gets updated, it's all done with your phone, and your phone connects to the machine
Right.
through Bluetooth, and that's how you'll update the machine.
Oh, isn't that
And it's
nice?
all through Bluetooth.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's a
out there that
that's a nice new
we don't
feature.
know about. I mean, everything that's coming out now has been in R&D for at least 4 to 7 years before it makes it to the ground.
Right.
Yep.
It takes a long time for R&D to come up with this, but that hits the ground. They're already been working for 2 years on a replacement.
Sure.
Well, can't get too far behind.
Ooh,
You must go through a lot of granite slabs.
there you go. Hammer and chisel. There you go. That's called the dead
Now
detector rolls.
that does sound like a lot of work.
Yep. I
And
don't
that's
know if
not
I
all I
did.
know, but I will let you know the minute we get that thing on the beach.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah, you'll have to keep us posted. I'm definitely interested in seeing how that all works out.
Well, I'll put a video together while we're doing it too. But you're not going to know anything because that's too small to see in the sluice run. You won't know until you actually get a cleanup and then pan it out. But you'll know right away.
Ah, I see.
I will let you know right away.
Good.
Barb's got an in-house expert on tech. It sounds like
Cool.
tech degree and almost a second in programming. There you go. He understands it, Barb. He can set you up.
My Rita is also very good with the computer. And if it's something above her, I hit my daughter.
The two toughest manuals I ever worked with were Mine Labs, and it was the 7000 because they had the engineers write it, and I don't think they ever ran it. And the 6000 was pretty difficult. 3030.
Isn't that the ones that you had to put onto your belt? The boxes?
Yep.
Okay, I thought so.
The whole 5000, the 4500, the 4800. You had to learn how to set your timings to the area you were in. And once you got it set and it'd handle it, Barb runs, I think she runs a 5000.
Yeah, no, I've never tried
4500, I
those.
think.
4500. That's a good machine.
Hey, it
Well, I
works
told
for
you,
her.
I still have the first machine I ever used, and it was a white 6000D Coinmaster.
Yep.
And it still works.
Wow.
Yep. So,
I did a hunt at the Indiana Dunes with that. I had a newer machine. I let my daughter use it, and all these people were laughing at me because I was using a 6000D. I go, keep laughing. When it's all over, let's see who finds more silver coins. I think I got double what they got.
wow.
Good deal.
RH is a hard manual to read. It's the little Nat Geo detector. They made it in China. It's a tough read. I've seen some of those Chinese manuals for other things. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
I can give you a good one, and then I'll go and let you guys finish up. I'm a furniture rep. I sell to furniture stores. I had a wall unit, and I bought one for my parents because they liked it. It was a 6 foot wide, 6 foot tall, one piece wall unit. Now it would be built from the first 3 feet down, and you had to build the rest of it yourself. Now, it was made in Yugoslavia before the Civil War. The manual and the instructions on how to build this thing was half in English and half in Yugoslavian.
Okay.
Um,
God.
I got this. I ended up building it myself, but obviously not using the instruction manual. And it took me about 3 hours to build it. So anytime you say, yeah, some of the instruction manuals are hard to read.
Yeah, you're going, oh, you don't understand.
I get it. They can be hard.
Yeah.
Well, boys, it's about time to sign out of here.
Yes, and I will let you guys do your thing. Thank you for bringing me in. Everybody, hopefully it warms up and everybody can get out again. And if you're on the East Coast, I'm sorry with all that snow, but better you than us. I'm sorry. But good luck, find lots.
Oh, hey, there's one question for you there from ORH. He wants any salesman samples laying around. He likes those
Loves
antiques.
the old antiques.
I don't have old samples. Our stuff it's all new. The only samples I used to have was a lot of pillows, mattress protectors. And what we'd do is I'd have people come over to look at my Halloween decorations. And I'd make everybody leave with pillows. All the samples. Because I'd have like 20 boxes, and each box had like probably 6 or 7 pillows.
Nice.
They took up too much room in the garage, so they had to go.
Right? So you're going, here, take one of these with you as you leave.
Wait, you can't leave yet. You didn't get a pillow to take home, or
Right.
you need two.
And don't forget, how many kids do you have? Grab one for each of them, too.
Yes. But I'm sorry, I don't get that type of stuff anymore. I don't sell pillows and mattress protectors anymore.
Right.
But right now, the way the economy is, not selling a lot of anything right now.
Yeah, I can certainly understand that.
Well, good night, all, and I hope everybody finds a lot when they get out. Take care, Chuck, Josh.
Take care, my friend.
It was great.
Yeah.
Take care.
Good checking in with you again, Alan.
Okay, will do.
Yeah, buddy. Have a good one. Well, sir.
Wow. Always interesting when Alan's got some time to. It's always interesting when Alan's got some time to set in with us.
That's right. That's right. Frankie, we're all set up for the DTH hunt. So just want to get that out to him. And he's in the chat. Everybody, Barb, all of you, good night. Thanks for having me on, Josh. You stay out of trouble.
Before you go.
Oh, no.
What are you showing on gold?
Well, let's see. Right now, I'll hit the refresh. Boom. I'm showing $59 up at bid of $51.66.90. But it had
I've got 51.83.10.
Okay. Silver 87.33 with a high of
88.20.
So they're bouncing
88.20.
88.20. They've been all pretty much on the upside of it.
And $2,205.30 on platinum.
Yep. And it's gold's making a slow up, down, move upward.
Well, they all are.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's kind of laying in that flat zone. I thought we'd see a little better spike than that, but the night's young.
Right. And it's possible we could see it stay, on a fairly mellow increase for a little while yet.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to watch.
it was down 48.90 at one point. Now it's back up to 5,100. Silver's come back up out of
Right.
the 70s into the mid 80s. So it's still kind of tradable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it ain't, even with what's going on, it ain't scaring people off from buying.
Right. So, well, anyway, the weather is what it is. You keep the snow if you're still in there, Swansea, please. And all the rest of you travel safe, and hopefully we'll get out in those fields. I'll have a legend to go try out. I've been messing with it. So
no return policy.
Yeah. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Yep. We'll see you, Chuck.
See you guys. Bye.
Oh, and we just gave the precious metal prices as we were rolling out there between APMEX and Kitco. So we've got those in, and we're going to roll on out of here too. So if you enjoyed the show, make sure and throw us a like, hype the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't, because like Wednesday, believe me, I was in no condition to make a post to let anyone know that there was not going to be a show. And at the time that I should have been going live, there wasn't even a me to run the show since I was out for the count. But follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, and the podcast distribution services wherever you may find yours. Until the next one, try to stay warm and look out for the snow. We're out of here. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.